Okay. Hello everyone. In today's video I'm going to talk about principles of training. Once again, another gym related video today. So yeah, let's get started. First thing I'm going to talk about the repetitions I do at the gym, because it's something that is important to know. Me personally, I work in the what is called hypertrophic range, which is basically the ideal range of repetitions to build muscle, which are 8 to 12 reps in the exercise. So your goal is to do the exercise to really close to failure. Maybe in the first set not as close, but in the last set you should really be like at failure. And within those 8 to 12 reps, so find a way to where by doing 8 to 12 reps you're basically at failure. And I explained this in another video which I'll link below, but basically your goal is to progressively overload within these reps. However, it is true that if you go down even to 6 reps to 15 reps, so if you go instead of 8 to 12, 6 to 15 is considered the theoretical limits where you should be working if you want to build muscle. Because I guess if you picked a weight which was a bit high and maybe just hit 6, it's fine, I guess. But yeah, that's the closer it is to that range, the better. In my workout, right now I do a 6-day split of push-pull legs, and I rest 1 day a week. I do 6 exercises in each day. So if you're planning on making a workout, where you target different things, you can think of adding 6 exercises. I've seen that works well for me. It's a good amount of volume. So yeah. Also, during the workout, I like to position my exercises where I alternate between different muscle groups. So, for example, if I'm start the workout with like a bench press, some type of just bench press which targets maybe the chest and stuff, then I can move on to bicep curl. It's not that, because I wouldn't do that, but maybe then I'd move on to tricep exercise. And then back to chest instead of doing chest straight away. Or another example, if I'm doing back, an exercise which targets the back like a rowing movement, I can then go to bicep curls and back to another rowing movement, just to not over fatigue the moment in one moment, and just not to over fatigue the muscle at once, and being able to do more weight if you just let it rest more. Also, let's say there's a muscle group or muscle that I only do one exercise for in a day. I usually do 4 sets of that instead of 3. I usually do 3 sets in exercise, which I do more than one exercise in the training session. Then you can also even add drop sets to the workout, which, if you don't know, is basically doing in the last set of the exercise, doing a weight until basically failure, and then dropping the weight straight after, and doing some more repetitions with that weight to really just push it further to failure, and really see what your limit is. This hasn't proven to have any there's no scientific research to prove that it's more beneficial or it builds muscle faster, but it's good to know your limit of failure. It allows you to kind of see if you're pushing yourself enough. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for the workout I'm doing currently. Another important things are the ways the reps are done in a workout. So it's very different to just, form is also important. So for starters, form, but it's also quite a key the way you do the reps. Sometimes if you maintain constant tension, maybe not go completely down and hit the machine, for example, and rest a little bit of time there, just going maybe up to here and maintaining constant tension, that can have an influence. For example, in hack squats, I can do 12 reps of like 40 kilos on each side, by like kind of hitting the ground quite hard and almost using that momentum to bounce back. But if you really maintain constant tension, it's much harder for me. So yeah, it's something to keep in mind. Also the speed of the repetitions. There's probably benefits of doing it in different ways. If you do it more explosively, you train to have more explosive muscles. But usually having a slow controlled tempo is good. Also make sure, this is the last thing, to warm up sometimes. If it's the first time you're hitting the muscle in that day, maybe just hit a set with no weight or a little bit of weight just to warm up, because it's important to avoid injury. If you get an injury, you can lose much more progress for the time you can't work on that part of the body. So yeah, it's important. Even stretching, I stretch a bit at the beginning, some dynamic stretches, but I actually don't do anything at the end right now. I was gonna even research if it could be useful to stretch at the end. That's something I did when I played basketball. So yeah, I'll probably dig into that and maybe even update you guys if I see that if I get some tips from that. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.